Welcome to Speak Your Mind, where influential voices share their thoughts on education, languages, and communication skills. In today's episode, we talk about:
Is TikTok a waste of our time? Schools, language tutors, teachers, and agents are increasingly present on TikTok. Some spending a great deal of time and resources to create content with the hope of going viral. However, is it really worth it? TikTok is widely considered the buzz social media platform of the moment, especially among a younger demographic. In fact, the largest age group on TikTok is 10 to 19 years old, which sits at around 43% of all users. The first step in answering the question whether TikTok is worth the investment is to take a good, hard look at who your target audience really is. Yes, you may recruit young students, but in many cases, they are not holding the purse strings. Older users are underrepresented on TikTok. People aged 30 to 39 only account for 16% of users. Once we get over 40 years of age, we are talking about around 15% only. Slowly these numbers are increasing, but it will likely take quite some time for them to reach any great level. So, if parents are paying for their children's education, but are largely absent from TikTok, then we must also ask how much influence children have on their parents. Only then can we properly evaluate if using TikTok makes sense to your marketing and recruitment strategy. Research specifically pertaining to education is all but non-existent. However, if we look at general consumerism, we see that children do in fact impact parents' purchase decisions. Of course, things such as the age of the child, whether the item is for the child exclusively, culture, how much investment is involved, and many other variable factors all impact the degree of influence a child has. Recent research suggests that between 80 to 90% of parents ask for their child's opinion when it comes to making a purchase. This is no guarantee that the child's opinion impacts the final outcome, however, it is clear that they are considered in the process. Kids wield the greatest influence when the product or service concerns them directly or when they are particularly attached to a brand or item. This impact is further magnified when the purchase is proposed by the child and supported by a well thought out and logical argument. Therefore, assuming this also applies to education, children are likely to have an influence on their parents' choice of school or program, especially when a connection has been made with the brand. With that in mind, it is fair to say that using TikTok to market to young people with the aim of fostering a connection to your brand could ultimately have a positive impact on your student recruitment. Thanks for listening. If you enjoyed this Speak Your Mind episode, please share it with others, post about it on social media, or leave a rating and review. To catch all the latest from Verbalists Education and Language Network, please visit our website verbalistseducation.com or follow us on Instagram at Verbalists. Thanks again, we'll see you next time. Until then, just be yourself, be you, and don't be afraid to speak your mind.